In this video, we're flying around the world to hunt a romance scammer that stole $800,000 from this woman. Get ready for perhaps the wildest scammer chase we've ever done on this channel. We were trying to hunt her down.
Somebody's doing something. We're gonna get shot.
In collaboration with Social Catfish, welcome to Trilogy Media.
This is the most craziest, epic, dangerous, unpredicted story that we ever came across.
This is Sheila, and over the past couple of years, she's had her life turned completely upside down by a Nigerian romance scammer. She has lost over $800,000, and that's not even the wildest part. Just wait until you see who has been receiving this money from Sheila. There are multiple cash mules here in the United States that have been receiving payments from Sheila, and in this video, we're following the money to find out who is responsible for this fraud. Never have we encountered a story quite like Sheila's. This video is jam-packed with twists and turns that nobody saw coming. We're traveling to Mazatlan, Mexico to meet Sheila face to face. We're scouring the California deserts in search of a cash mule that received several payments from Sheila. And we're even traveling to Miami, Florida to hunt down the most elusive scammer cash mule that we have ever come across. This isn't just your typical elderly money mule with a stolen identity. This is a whole business, an active Florida LLC that claims to specialize in health food delivery, owned by two internationals that are hiding in plain sight. One of which is a young and vibrant social media influencer. Of Sheila's $800,000 in lost money, this one company has received over $300,000 of that.
My name is Sheila, and I guess it's been 2 years ago that I got caught up in this scam, and the reason was because my mindset was so bad. My husband died from strokes in the hospital, and we couldn't go visit him because it was the pandemic. I was probably 25, and he was my boss. So we were married for like 43 years. The following Christmas, my brother died. My brother and I were extremely close. My husband died on Christmas Eve.
2020.
And my brother died on Christmas Day, 2021. So that just threw me in a tailspin. And this guy came along right at the right time for him. His name was Michael. We met on Facebook, and he was so sweet. He just said such nice things and, made me feel better. I've kind of got a big heart where I want to help people. I don't like to have anybody suffering or in a bad spot. After 2 weeks, he told me he was in love with me. And I told him I was in love with him too. It's kind of almost like an addiction that you want his phone calls and his email because they're comforting. He was so kind until he asked for money, and then he would get extremely bullyish. He was a bully. He made sure that I didn't have anybody around me. He wanted to have me, according to him, to have me all to himself, and I should just disregard my family, and I never did do that because my kids are everything to me. He made me so many promises, and I was just foolish. And in the meantime, he was telling me about this package that was going to be sent from somewhere over in Europe. And in this package, he had over $1 million in gold bars and cash. The company that was going to send the package wanted me to pay $10,000 to bring it here. And that's the only way we could get it here. But by this time, I'm so invested And he's promising me as soon as you get this package back, I'll reimburse you. So from that point forward, I'm after getting my money back. They were going to send this package to my house, which I paid the $10,000, of course. And of course, it never came. You know, I think I started to get wise. And then I was here, my daughter came down, and my granddaughter, they had found out what I was doing. And that was my biggest concern, was that the kids were going to know and they were going to hate me. And that meeting with my kids broke it. Then I was no longer going to send him anything. I'd try to tell him that, you know, I got this inheritance from my brother, and it's not for me to just foolishly throw away. This is for me to live on and for my kids to live on. Losing that relationship, it was heartbreaking for me. Like I said, it's an addiction that you want to hear from them every day.
Please, for the love of God, don't let this happen to you or your family. Romance scams are a massive industry, yet they still only scratch the surface of the entirety of threats that exist online. Scam prevention is infinitely easier to achieve than scam reversal. Millions of people still browse the internet every single day without any kind of forethought or active protection, and that baffles me. Our sponsor, Guardio, is our exclusive cybersecurity partner here on this channel, and they are the best tool that you can arm yourself with to stay safe from scams, phishing attempts, hacking, and identity theft. And thanks to them for not only curating an amazing product that we use here at Trilogy Media, but also by them believing in our mission and sponsoring us. They are the reason that we can bring these kinds of stories to the masses and hopefully protect even more people that way. And in case you missed it, we had a little bit of extra fun while we were in Mexico filming a video for Guardio.
But you know what? It's not every day that we're in Mexico, so we're gonna go look for some iguanas. I love iguanas. Let's go.
While we're on the hunt for an iguana, I'd like to shout out the sponsor of this video, Guardio. Guardio, thank you. I want to say thank you to Guardio for sponsoring this video. No matter how many times YouTube can demonetize us, remove our videos, protect the scammers, protect the predators, Guardio will be there to not only support us and our content, but will be there to protect from whatever the hell might happen. You're supposed to sense danger.
There is no danger.
You're kind of like the Guardio of our group right now.
Ashton, how's your walk?
I'm not a walker.
You're not a walker?
You didn't guess, but I can walk safely knowing Guardio's here to protect us from anything, anywhere. The best real-time browsing protection you could possibly find. Identity theft monitoring, spam email protection, spam text message protection. You got something to add?
5?
5.
If you want to protect yourself, but you want to protect your family, you don't have to pay for anybody except yourself. Just get one account and you can add up to 5 family members. Good morning.
5, hello. Up to 5 family members.
Did I say good morning?
Yeah.
At 6 p.m.?
It's 6 p.m. One subscription covers up to 5 family members for the best real-time browsing protection, the best identity theft monitoring, the best overall cybersecurity protection, one-stop shop, Guardio. If you use our link, not only do you get 7 days for free, but you get a huge discount off of the membership. Guard.io/trilogy is the place to go. We're hunting for iguanas because we've come to find out since being here that they're fucking everywhere and they're huge.
They're fucking everywhere?
Yeah.
I think they're sleeping. I think iguanas, they wake up early.
Our trip to Mazatlan to meet Sheila was actually our final stop of this entire story. This interview now is taking place on March 6th, 2024, but we've been researching this case and hunting down the cash mules for over a year. After mapping out Sheila's entire financial history with this scammer, it quickly became evident that there were way too many leads for us to tackle this entire thing at once. So we decided to lock our focus on one cash mule and start there. And the most obvious choice was the cash mule that received by far the most money from Sheila. And this cash mule isn't just a person. It's an entire company called DNA Superfoods, LLC, a health food delivery company based out of Miami. DNA Superfoods received over $300,000 from Sheila over about a dozen wire transfers at the end of 2022. The LLC was created in November of 2020 and registered to a Camilla Betancourt and Claudio Today. The company went inactive later in 2021, but filed for reinstatement in April of 2023 to Camilla Betancourt and Jose Gregorio Mudadel. DNA Superfoods also has an Instagram, where they advertise advanced nutrition delivery in Venezuela. Clicking their link in bio takes you directly to a prompt to text via WhatsApp with someone named Lisbeth Guzman at a +58 Venezuelan phone number. Camilla Betancourt has a decent following as an Instagram influencer, where she advertises beauty hacks and integrated nutrition coaching, and not to mention traveling the world and seemingly living the good life. Jose Mutadel, on the other hand, has a significantly less dense online footprint, but weirdly owns a domain name of his last name, mutadel.com, which also forwards to a WhatsApp prompt to another phone number that's from, you guessed it, Venezuela. Which further begs the question, if Camilla Betancourt and Jose Mutadel are both based out of Venezuela and are both operating DNA Superfoods out of Venezuela, what exactly was the purpose of the Florida LLC formation? So armed with our teams of Social Catfish and Trilogy Media and a boatload of questions, we fly to Miami in November of 2023 to track down Camilla and/or any representative of DNA Superfoods LLC. We've pulled several different addresses that have been listed throughout the LLC's filing history, but we're starting with the most recent one and are going to work our way backwards.
Out of $800,000, $300,000 went to DNA Superfood. We jumped on a plane and we flew to Florida.
We have Sheila, who sent a bunch of money to a lot of different money mules. And basically, this person owns a business called DNA Superfoods.
I looked for Camilla Betancourt's in Miami, and there were a few, but there was only one with their address is 13th.
So we know for sure that Camilla at this address accepted the certified letter because we have the signature. Money mules are typically like older, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
She's like young, and so is the other dude that's part of the business.
She's got to be complacent in some way to what's happening here.
So Brienne's printing off a Wells Fargo transaction showing that it was sent to the account. So when we go there,
Oh, so there were direct deposits too?
yeah. Wow. So when we go there, we can easily.
I want to show, yeah, especially if they're from Sheila. They've got to know Sheila's name.
Yeah.
Like, what the f is DNA Superfoods?
Hey, Art, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we're approaching right now. Her name is?
Camilla.
Camila?
Camilla, yeah.
Dude, go this way. I found it.
Where are you, Art? Yeah, this is the car.